It's the 29th of July already, and we're at the Hyde Park Social Club for line dancing with Yvonne Rayner and guests. And, of course, Jamie on camera.
Hi Chris, it's Jamie again, and I'm at Hyde Park Social Club with Yvonne Rayner, line dancing, and guests. Let's go in and have a look, shall we?
What's your name?
My name's Garry Leonard.
And you're at the Hyde Park Social Club.
Not too bad.
So cool. So, you're from Norfolk?
Yes, yeah.
So how long have you been touring around?
I've been doing this job about 20 years. Had about 5 or 6 years off the road, but came back on a couple of years ago and just touring the UK, playing country music.
So why did you go off the scene for a while?
Wasn't very well.
Yeah.
Had a bit of an illness, so had to take a break. Had to make sure I was ready to come back on the road, and I was. So thought, that's great. Yeah. So I've been back about 2 years touring again.
How did you get into country music?
Grew up with country music, basically ever since I was about 3-4 years old.
In Norfolk?
Yeah. My dad was a huge country music fan. Played kind of like most of the Jim Reeves, Glenn Campbell, Jim Reeves, like Johnny Cash, all that kind of thing. Yeah, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then kind of progressed on to like Alan Jackson, George Strait, and all the other stuff. All the others, right up to the new stuff. So I've grown up with country music.
So when did you start doing live gigs?
Probably 20 years ago. Yeah, with 20 years next year probably. I started in about 2000. I was doing a bit of singing. Thought this is okay. I started to learn the guitar when I was like 15. So I knew how to play a lot of the country stuff.
Is that in the Norfolk area?
Yeah. I've been based in Norfolk all my life.
So. What's it like to live in Norfolk?
It's okay. It's a bit of a trek to get anywhere. That's the problem. It's it's about an hour and a half to the nearest motorway. So
2 miles from anywhere.
Yeah, that's right. Yes, but it's good. It's a nice base because it's a nice base to go back to when you've been to places. So but I usually do. Probably I'm away for about a week at a time.
So where have you been with this tour? This last tour?
This tour has taken me to South Wales. I was in Carmarthen on that'd be Friday night.
Yeah.
And then last night I was down in St Austell, just outside St Austell in Cornwall last night.
Yeah.
And we're up here today for this one. So I'm home, and then next time I think I'm going up to Hull, and then back down to Cornwall again, and then to Exeter. And so I usually have about 4 or 5 days on the road, and then 3 days at home, and then perhaps another 5 days away.
How often do you tour a year?
It varies. I mean, the last sort of 3 months have been really, really busy. Before I went off the road, I was touring in Europe as well. We've done some holidays in Spain and Portugal and that kind of stuff.
Lisbon and Portugal and places like that.
Yeah. Because they do. I mean, this club is very similar. They have it's gone kind of from country music. They use country music, but obviously line dancing. So there's a lot of what I would call line dance holidays. So if you're an act, they kind of book you to do a line dance holiday. So you'll be jetting off somewhere to play for 3 days or something, and then back again.
It must be tiring. So how do you cope with the?
I've got it right this time. Before there's a lot of acts that do what I do, and they kind of have camper vans or vans that they sleep in and that kind of thing. But I tend to take the view of I want a bit of comfort, so so I tend to do the Premier Inns and travel lodges and hotels. And over the years, I've built up kind of network of people that put me up as well, like fans and stuff like that, who I've known for years. They'll put me up.
So how often do you wake up wondering where you are?
Sometimes, I sort of look out the window and go, where did I end up? Yeah. So it's a bit like that, but it's a lot better now because I can kind of lay in, and you get a decent night's sleep in hotels and stuff like that.
So who's the biggest influence on your music?
That is a difficult one. I really, really like Alan Jackson. I like his style. I like his music. Alan Jackson. But I also like George Strait. Those two together are just fantastic. But then people who are no longer with us, like Keith Whitley. I mean, some of his songs are absolutely fantastic, and his songwriting. Chris Christopherson, again, his songwriting is fantastic. But if I had to pick something I was going to listen to for the rest of my life, it would have to be Alan Jackson, I think, because he's so varied. Yeah.
It's nice that people leave a legacy for the people to listen to.
Absolutely, yeah. And he was the same. He just started out as doing talent shows and bits and pieces in his hometown, and then he went to a bar where they just try you out for a night, and that was it. Took his band, and they gave him a gig and paid him about $20 a night to play all night.
About bars, it's quite, it's very easy with some people for the social life to take over. How do you keep that under control?
I'm very, very aware that when I get home, I have to leave what I do in the car, if you like. That's it. It stays there when I get home. That's it. I'm at home, and that's it. I've got a very understanding wife. My wife's into the arts as well. She's into theatre, and she used to be a drama teacher. And she's into theatre, so she does understand the lifestyle as well. Because obviously, with it being a line dance, it's kind of country and line dance, and with it being line dance, they want specific songs. So when you get home, you kind of have to learn those songs, and you have to learn new stuff. So she does understand that sometimes I have 3 or 4 days on the road, but then I have to get home and go in the studio and start to learn the rest of the stuff that I've got to do. So it's okay. It works.
So
we've got it.
Thank you very much. But how can people get hold of you on social networks?
I've got a website, which is www.garryleonard.co.uk, which has got all my music on it and downloads and bits and pieces. I'm also on Facebook at Garry L Music. Instagram is the same, Garry L Music. All that. I think that's the only two. I don't do Twitter or anything like that, but we've got Facebook and Instagram, and so the website is probably the main one. You can go to the website first. That'll take you to Facebook, and I've got a YouTube channel as well, Garry L Music.
Well, thanks very much.
Got a driveway that needs paving. Got a boat with a 2-stroke, a couple of guaranteed to make you laugh jokes. Got friends in low places. I guess life is what you make it. I might not end up in Hall of Fame with a star on the sidewalk with my name, or a statue in my hometown when I'm gone. Nobody's gonna name them babies after me. I might not go down in history, but I'll go down to the honky tonk. Got a girl named Sheila, she goes batshit on tequila. Got a job, gets a job done. Got a loan at the bank, it's a big one. The only place you might see my name is on a wall for a good time call. I'm a local hero on a Friday night in a Pabst Blue Ribbon neon light. Might not end up in a Hall of Fame with a star on the sidewalk with my name, or a statue in my hometown when I'm gone. Nobody's gonna name their babies after me. I might not go down in history, but I'll go down to the honky tonk. I 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 might not end up in a Hall of Fame with a star on the sidewalk with my name, or a statue in my hometown when I'm gone. Nobody's gonna name their babies after me. I might not go down in history, but I'll go down to the honky tonk. I 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 go down to the honky tonk. There we go, that's kicked us off. A little bit of Jake Owens. It's nice to be here. First time here. Played in Plymouth before, but never at this club, so we got lots of dancey stuff for you, I do believe. Including this. This is the new one from